I read it up.
No, like that shit was good. Like, you little two little knobs. That's what it's water doing. Let's give you one. I mean, we give it raise like that too. Better.
Check 1 2. Hey, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shema Shah Barakathum. To all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shema Shah, all the sisters. It's I.S.U.P.K, Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching officer Mahayah with me, assistant conducting this preaching officer of 1,000 Tabawan, right? So we're gonna get straight into it. So, my Lord, if you could, if you don't mind. Sir. So Amadium, which means to stand. Wapaniak, Wadum, which means rise and face the east. Oh, yeah, to make it easy for you. You gotta hold that. We'll start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shimka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Latundanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala, Tabiainawa, Banasaya 1, Abo, Habashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wataparat, Livalonium, Aman. Oh, dang, you're right. Salagia. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The prayer for the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashim Hawashah.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazaba Yah. Alawapya.
Malawapio, Masaranyo, Parazayanyo, Apoyayoyo, Wagwaki, Hawa, Shimi Hawasha, Duaraman. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha.
Aisha,
Ayanya.
Ayanya, Al Haharium, Mayan, Yaba, Izaria, Ma'im, Yahweh, Aisha, Samayam, Waratiza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Wagolka, Ayanawam, Shamaraka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamaraka, Yahweh, Tazolka, Aliyad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamaraka, Makarai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Waboaka, Maitha, Wa'aidabalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, for which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim,
Al-Dami-Yalaka.
Al-Dami-Yalaka,
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Takarash,
Al-Tashquat.
Al-Tashakwat,
Ah. Yahanna.
Kayana,
Al-Yabika.
Awayabik,
Al-Mayawan.
Yamayawan,
Ba'ash.
Ba'ash,
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Yambo.
Yarayambu,
Sawada.
Tawada,
Wa'ita.
Waita,
Al-Aitadawah.
I to the Wa,
Al-Tadawanyaka.
out to the Pawanyaka,
Al-Marwa.
Amaru,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanakakiru.
Wanakaki,
Mongolia.
Magolia,
Wala'ah.
Wala,
Kasakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yashal,
Iwada.
Awada,
Kaya.
Aya,
Al-Aitadawah.
Awa I to the Wa,
Laba.
Laba,
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa,
Al-Yaka.
Awyaka,
Waya.
Barya,
Yakarakwa.
Yakarath,
Aholia.
Aholia,
Adawam.
Adawam,
Yashama.
Yashima,
Alayam.
Alayam,
Ala'abu.
Awa Abba,
Hagoria.
Agoria,
Gabal.
Gabal,
I'm a one.
I'm a one,
I'm a lot.
I'm a lot,
Alashak.
Alashab,
I'm Yashabi.
I'm Yashabi,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Ashuwar.
Gam Ashua,
Alawa.
Alawa,
Amam.
Imam,
Ayawa.
Ayawa,
Zarawat.
Zarawat,
Banyalawat.
Labanya Lawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Shalaham.
Shalom,
Kamajin.
Kamajin,
Kasaya.
Sayah,
Sara'ah.
Sarah,
Kayabdi.
Kayabin,
Barakol.
Wanakol,
Koyashwa.
Koyashwa,
Ashamadwa.
Shamadwa,
Bayan.
Bayan,
Na'ara.
Dara,
Ayawa.
Ayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
Arama.
Adama,
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa,
Nada.
Nada,
Yapawa.
Yabmawa,
Na'ara.
Ara,
Kazaba.
Kazaba,
Kazaba.
Kazaba,
Katazol.
Katazol,
Manai.
Manai,
Kala Sagakambo.
Kyau Sai Kambu,
Ashar.
Ashar,
Amaru.
Amar,
Shah.
Arisha,
Anawa.
Anawa,
Ah.
Ah,
Na'awa.
Na'awa,
It's like Alahayim.
Alahayim,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Shayatambo.
Shayatamwa,
Gogola.
Kagola,
Kwash.
Kwash,
Apanyaraka.
Lapayaraka,
Kaash.
Kaash,
Ira Iru.
Labi Ira,
Kalahaba.
Kalahaba,
Alahat.
Salahat,
Arayom.
Arayom,
Khan.
Gan,
Doradapum.
Aradap,
Basa Iraka.
Asairaka,
Babasa.
Abasa,
Opakyu.
Opaka,
Tabahalom.
Tabahalom,
Mala'ah.
Mala,
Panyaham.
Anyam,
Talawan.
Palawan,
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwash,
Shamka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Bashwa.
Bashwa,
Wayabahowa.
Wayabaho,
Ayai.
Ayai,
Wayakaporwa.
Wakaporo,
Wayabadwa.
Wayabat,
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadayo,
Kayatha.
Wayatha,
Shamka.
Shimka,
Yahawa.
Yahawa,
Barka.
Vodka,
Ayawan.
Alyawan,
Now Kaharakaza.
Al-Kaharaza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeed, yea, all their princes, Azabah and Nazalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth they wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Sorry? You see it? So Most High in Christ, we back at it again, Israel. You understand? Back at it, the Lord's Sabbath service. Right, we're gonna pick back up right where we need to be, right? Which is we need to be at Genesis chapter 16 and verse 13, right? Oh, what do you think? Oh, I got plenty. All right, those who want to tag along, you go to Blue Letter Bible, right, .org. When your Google machine, you pull it up, you go Genesis chapter 16, verse 11, right? So go to chapter 16, scroll down to verse 11, press that blue button on the side that says tools, right? And switch it over to what is it? Forward linear, right? Forward in linear. Right. And you should be able to see the Syrian Hebrew. All right. You just follow along.
Okay.
We get to it.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16 and verse 11 in the Hebrew. Salakia. Bible Gateway. No, I said go to Blue Letter. Pardon me. Only thing about this is that it's not broken down. It tells you where to stop, but you know. God, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 16 and verse 11 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar. Slakia. Laha. Slakia. Malak. Yahweh. Hanak. Hara. Waya Ladath. Bun. Wakra'ath. Shamwa. Yashamai Allah. Kaya. Shemai. Yahweh. Al. Anayak. Slakia. Anayaka. Verse 12. Wa Hawa'a, Yahaya, Para'a, Adam, Yadwa, Bakal, Wayad, Kal, Bawa, Wa'al, Panya, Kal, Akyawa, Yashakun. Verse 13. I don't know why he keeps switching it out. I wanted to stay forward and 20. Okay. Verse 13. Watakwara'a, Shum, Yahweh, Hadabar, Alaya, Atha, Al, Ra'aya, Kaya, Amara, Hagum, Halum, Ra'ayathya, Akaria, Ra'aya. Verse 14. Al, Khan, Quara'a, Laba'ara, Ba'ara, Lakaya, Ra'aya, Hana, Bayan, Quadash, Wabayan, Barada. It's like a barad. Verse 15. Watalad, Hagar, La Abara, it's like your Abara, it's like your La Abaram, Ban, almost said Abraham, not yet. Abaram, Ban, Wayakwara Abaram, Shum, Banwa, Ashar, Yalada, Hagar, Yashamai Allah. Verse 16. Wa Abaram, Ban, Shamunyam, Shana, Washash, Shunyam, Baladath, Hagar, Ath, Yashamai Allah, La Abaram. One more. This is the book of Genesis. Go to the next chapter. You desktops. What are you doing? That's why he keeps messing up. Salaki. Now let me go to the next chapter. Okay, I think I got it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 1. Wayahaya, Abaram, Ban, Dasha Ayam, Shana, Wathashai, Shanyam, Wayara'a, Yahweh, Al, Abaram, Wayamar, Al Yawa, Aniya, Al Shaddai, Hatha Halak, Lapunya, Yahweh, Thamayam. That's the end of verse 1 in the Hebrew. We're going to jump back to Genesis chapter 16 and verse 11 in the English. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Verse 13. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth me? Verse 14. Wherefore the well was called Bir Laharai. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bare Abram a son. And Abram called his son's name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bare Ishmael to Abram. Genesis chapter 17 and verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the almighty power. Walk before I am the almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect. Salakia. So we'll jump to Genesis chapter 17 and verse 2 in the Hebrew. And Salakia, if I could just real quick, just shows you, he wasn't even Abraham when he got with Hagar. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in the truth yet. You know what I mean? Literally in the next verse, after he'd already had Ishmael, he got with Hagar and she had Ishmael. That's when the Lord appeared to him, and we're going to read the next few verses. He's saying, I will make a covenant with you. He didn't make a covenant with him yet. You know what I mean? So people try to say that that's an excuse for you to be with heathens. That's a lie.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
No. I don't know. What you're saying is heavy. That's why it's important to actually read the scriptures.
Damn right.
You got to actually read it, man. Even back when it was describing Ishmael, saying he's a wild man. Like,
right.
They wonder why we say what we say about each nation, because it's in the Bible.
That's right.
The description of everybody that's on the earth is in the Bible, man. There's no type of person that, you call somebody any kind of name and we can correlate it to the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Calling somebody a pig, calling somebody a snake, calling them grimy, a rat, dirty, a liar, a thief, like all these characteristics, they come from the scriptures, man. That's where it starts. Right. Starts in the Bible, man.
That's right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17, and verse 2 in the Hebrew. Wa Athana, Baryathya, Bayunya, Wa Bayunka, Wa Araba, Awathka, Ba'amar, Amar, it's like Ba'amad, Ahmad. Verse 3. Wayapal, Abiram, Al, Panyawa, Wa Yadabar, Athawa, Alahayim, La Amar. Verse 14. Anya, Hana, Baryathya, Athaka, Wahayayath, La Abba, Slaki, La Abba, Hamawan, Goyim. Verse 5. Wala'ah, Yaquara'ah, Iwada, Ath, Shamka, Abaram, Wahaya, Shamka, Abaraham, Kaya, Abba, Hamawan, Goyim, Nathathika. Verse 6. Salakia. Wahaparathya, Athka, Ba'amad, Ahmad, Wathan, Slaki, Wa Nathathika, La Goyim, Wa Malakium, Mamaka, Yataza'awa. Verse 7. Wahakwa Kwamathya, Ath, Baryathya, Bayunya, Wabayunka, Wabayun, Zoraika, Akaryaka, it's like La Daratham, La Baryath, Iwalam, La Hayawath, La Ka, La Alahayim, Wala Zoraika, Akaryaka. Verse 8. Wanathathya, Laka, Wanazaraika, Akaryaka, Ath, Arataza, Magaryaka, Ath, Cal, Arataza, Kana'ain, La Akazath, Iwalam, Lahaya Yathya, Laham, La Alahayim. That's the end of verse 8 in the Hebrew. I'm going to jump to verse 2 in the English. This is the book of Genesis chapter 17 and verse 2. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee. Verse 6. And I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, and their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. Verse 8. And I will give unto thee, and to thy seed after thee, the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. This is the book of Genesis chapter 17 and verse 9 in the Hebrew.
So like it, sir.
Please.
If I could, with you, saying what you said earlier, it's important that, like what you said, like with the not only is that proven, also debunking the fact that you can be with a heathen, but it's also proven that the covenant came after Ishmael. He had already had Ishmael, and now the Lord is giving him the covenant. And so now it said what to his descendants, into the the seed after him. So now it has to fall to who? Now it's got to fall to Isaac, right? It can't be to Ishmael. Ishmael didn't get that covenant because it wasn't even established. You know what I mean? That debunks that whole lie right there. That's just, that's a simple. That's practical. You're just reading it for what it is. Ishmael already born. You know what I mean? Doing his thing. You know what I mean? We know she was old in age when she gave, birth to Isaac. Right. So it's like, what we talking about? Sarah was old in age. What we talking about? That's right. Ishmael thriving, he doing his thing. But he ain't got nothing to do with that covenant. That's right. He ain't got nothing to do with his covenant, man. You know what I mean? Just embrace the truth. Damn right.
No, I'm good. Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 9 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Alahayim, Al, Abraham, Wa Atha, Ath, Baryathia, Dashamar, Atha, Wazaraika, Akaryaka, La Doratham. Verse 10. Shalaki. Za'ath, Baryathia, Ashar, Dashamarwa, Bayunya, Wabayunyakam, Wabayan, Zaraika, Akaryaka, Hamawal, Lakam, Cal, Zakar. Verse 11. Wana Malathum, Ath, Bashar, Iralathkum, Wahaya, La Awath, Baryath, Bayunya, Wabayunyakum. Verse 12. Wabun, Shamanath, Yum Yum, it's like Yamayum, Yamawal, Lakum, Cal, Zakar, La Dorathiakum, Ya Layad, Bayath, Wamakwanath, Kasap, Makal, Bun, Nakar, Ashar, La'ah, Mazaraika, Hawa'ah. Verse 13. Slakia. Let's get this out the way. Hamawal, Yamawal, Yalayad, Bayathka, Wamakwanath, Kasapka, Wahayath, Slaki, Wahayatha, Baryathya, Babasharkum, Labaryath, Iwalam. Verse 14. Wa Irala, Zakar, Ashar, La'ah, Yamawal, Ap, Bashar, Iralathwa, Wanakaratha, Hanapash, Hahawa'ah, Ma'imaya, Ath, Baryathya, Hapar. Okay, I think, 15 is the last one. Salaki. Verse 15. Waya Amar, Alahayim, Al, Abraham, Sharai, Ashafka, La'ah, Thakwara'ah, Salaki, Thakwara'ah, Ath, Shamha, Sharai, Kaya, Shara, Shamha. That's the end of verse 15 in the Hebrew. We're going to jump back to verse 9 in the English. Look at Genesis chapter 17 and verse 9. And God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thy seed after thee in their generations. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin. And it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed. Verse 13, he that is born in thy house and he that is bought with thy money must needs be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. And the uncircumcised man child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant. And God said unto Abraham, as for Sarai thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be. And that's the end of verse 15. So let me just make sure that our audio is to come. Most high in Christ. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 16 in the Hebrew. And of course, you know, just interrupt me in a moment. Okay, you already know. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wabarakathia, Ath, Hawagum, it's like it. Atha, Wagum, Nathathia, Mamana, Laka, Ban, Wa Barakathia, Wahathaya, Lagoyim, Malaakia, Salakia, Imayum, Mamana, Yahayawa. Verse 17. Paul, Abraham, Al, Panyawa, Zakak, Amar, Balabwa, Laban, Ma'a, Shana, Yawalad, Shara, Habath, Tasha'ayim, Shana, Thalad. Verse 18. Amar, Abraham, Al, Alahayim, Lawa, Yashamai Allah, Yakaya, Lapanyaka. Verse 19. Amar, Alahayim, Abor, Shara, Ashathka, Yaladath, Laka, Ban, Wakra Ath, Shamwa, Yatazakak, Waha, Komathia, Ath, Baryathia, Athawa, La Baryath, Iwalam, Lazariwa, Akaryawa. Verse 20. Wala Slakia, Wala Yashama Salakia, Wala Yashamai Allah, Shama Allah. Oh, good night. Can get that word out. Yashama Allah, Shamaithika, Hana, Barakathia, Athawa, Wahaparyathia, Athawa, Waharabathia, Athawa, Ba'amar, Ahmad, Shanyam, Ishar, Nashayam, Yawa Layad, Wanathathiwa, Lagoya, got a wall. So I started 16, right? 22 is the last one. Verse 21. Wa'ath, Baryathia, Aquayum, Ath, Yatazakak, Ashar, Thalad, Laka, Shara, Lamawa'aid, Hazah, Bashana, Ha'akarath. Verse 21. It's like in verse 22. Wayakal, Ladabar, Athawa, Wa'al, Alahayim, Ma'al, Abraham. That's the end of verse 22 in the Hebrew. We're going to jump back up to Genesis chapter 17 and verse 16 in the English. So book of Genesis chapter 17 and verse 16. And I will bless her and give thee a son also of her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall the child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And Abraham said unto the Most High, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. And God, verse 19, and God, it's like, and the Most High said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him.
With who?
With him.
With who?
With him.
Come on, man. Where's the confusion? What we talking about here? What we talking about? Ishmael ain't got this covenant, man.
Right.
He got his glory, man. You know what I'm saying? He a wild man. He rich. He got money. I mean, he got a little blessing, man.
Yeah.
Let us have our covenants, man.
Right.
Let us have what the Lord wanted us to have, man. Why everybody got to take what the Israelites got, man.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean? Let us have it, man.
Talk about greedy.
Just greedy bastards,
just greedy.
man.
You can't have nothing. Like
Nothing, man. For generations, the Lord allow y'all to be rich, do whatever you want to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, y'all got deals and agreements with Esau, man. We ain't even got that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even have a damn covenant, man. Jesus, man.
God, damn right. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
You see that? With his seed after him. So what does that mean, man? What are we establishing here? This is a pedigree. This is a pedigree, man. You understand? We're talking about generations to come, meaning you wonder why we say Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because that is the lineage you have to fall on.
That's right.
Why? Because, hey, they had different children.
That's right.
And those different children don't apply to this covenant, man. We look at it's the power of God, man. See, the problem is we're trying to understand it from the oppressor's perspective. He made things all confusing, man. You got to understand the power of God. We're talking about somebody that has the power, you know what I'm saying, to shake the earth and make it crumble beneath your feet.
That's right.
To cause water waves, that, you know what I mean, tsunamis that come and knock down and flood cities, man. Rain to come down from heaven and never stop until it's full of water, the earth. So you mean tell me a power that's able to do these amazing things can't choose what son and, you know what I'm saying, he wants the lineage to be passed down to, a covenant to be passed down through? Of course he can, man. That's nothing. That's nothing for the Lord. And if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, just know that he chose you. He chose us, man. You understand? An everlasting covenant. Generation to generation, man, to the seed after him.
Damn right.
All your children, you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, understand that all your children, whether you born in poverty or born in distress or some type of struggle, just know that you are blessed, man.
That's right.
You have a covenant with God. And everybody can't say that, man. You understand? We got to take pride in that. We have a covenant with the Lord, man.
Yeah. Verse 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful, and I will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. Verse 21. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this time in the next year. Verse 22. And he left off talking with him, and the Most High went up from Abraham. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17, and verse 22 in the Hebrew. It's like verse 23 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Abraham, Yashmaya Allah, Banwa, Wa'ath, Cal, Yalayadya, Bayathwa, Wa'ath, Cal, Makwanath, Kasapwa, Cal, Zakar, Ba'anashya, Bayath, Abraham, Wayamol, Ath, Bashar, Iralathum, Ba'itazum, Hayawam, Hazah, Kashar, Debar, Athawa, Alahayim. Lucky. Verse 24. Wa Abraham, Ban, Tasha'ayim, Watashai, Shana, Bahamowa, Bashar, Iralathwa. Verse 25. Wa Yashamaya Allah. Salakia. Banwa, Bun, Shalash, Aishara, Shana, Bahamowa, Ath, Bashar, Iralathwa. Verse 26. Ba'itazum, Hayawam, Hazah, Namawal, Abraham, Wayashamaya Allah, Banwa. Verse 27. Pardon me. Bear with me just a second. Salakia. Verse 27. Wakal, Anashya, Bayathwa, Yalayad, Bayath, Wamakwanath, Kasap, Ma'ath, Ban, Nakar, Namawa, Athawa. I think I got two more. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayara'ah, Al-Yawa, Yahweh, Ba'alanayah, Mamara, Wahawa'a, Yashab, Pathak, Ha'ahol, Kakam, Hayawam. Verse 2. Shalaki. Wayasha'a, Ayanyawa, Wayara'a, Wahanna, Shalasha, Anashium, Natazabium, Alyawa, Wayara'a, Wayarataza, it's like Wayarataza, Lakora Atham, Mapathak, Ha'ahol, Wayashathakwa, Arataza. Kind of the end of verse Genesis chapter 18, verse 2 in the Hebrew. We're gonna jump back to Genesis chapter 17 and verse 23 in the English. And Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all that were born in his house, and all that were bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin in the selfsame day, as the Most High had said unto him. And Abraham was 90 years old and 9 when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. In the selfsame day was Abraham circumcised, and Ishmael his son. And all the men of his house, born in the house and bought with money of the stranger, were circumcised with him. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 1. And the Lord appeared unto him. Salaki, jump forward. And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains. This joint is bugging. And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre. And he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. Verse 2. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 3 in the Hebrew. Okay. The water, bro. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 3 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Adunya, Na'a, Matazaathia, Khan, Ba Ayanyaka, Al, Na'a, Ta'ibar, Ma'al, Ibadka. Verse 4. Yakwak, Na'a, Ma'ita, Mayum, Wa Rakatazawa, Ragolyakam, Wa Hasha'ainwa, Thakath, Ha'itaza. Verse 5. Wa Akwak, Saki, Wa Akwaka, Path, Lakam, Wa Sa'idwa, Labkum, Akar, Ta'ibarwa, Kaya, Al, Khan, Ibaratham, Al, Ibadkum, Waya Amarwa, Khan, Tha'isha, Ka'ashar, Dabarath, Salaki, Dabartha. Verse 6. Wayamahar, Abraham, Ha-aholha. It's like Ha-ahala, Al, Shara, Waya Amar, Maharya, Shalash, Sa'ayam, Kwamak, Salath, Lawashaya, Wa'aishaya, Igawath. Verse 7. Wa'al, Habakwar, Ratazar, Abraham, Wayakwak, Ban, Bakwar, Rakat, Rak, Watawab, Wayathun, Al, Hana'ira, Wayamahar, La Aishawath, Athawa. Verse 8. Wayaquak. It's like you. Kama'a. Wa Kalab. Wa Bun. Habaquar. Ashar. Aisha. Wayathun. Lapun Yahum. Wahawa'a. Imad. Al Yahum. Fakath. Ha'itazah. Wayakolwa. Verse 9. Waya Amarwa. Alyawa. Ayah. Shara. Ashathka. Waya Amar Hana. Ba'ahal. That's the end of verse 9 in the Hebrew. We're going to jump back to Genesis chapter 18 and verse 3 in the English. This is the book of Genesis chapter 18 and verse 3. And said, my Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. Verse 5. And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and comfort ye your hearts. After that ye shall pass on, for therefore are ye come to your servant. And they said, so do as thou hast said. Verse 6. And Abraham hastened unto the tent unto Sarah, and said, make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes upon the hearth. Verse 7. And Abraham ran into the herd, it's like unto the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it unto a young man, and he hasted to dress it. Verse 8. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. Verse 9. And they said unto him, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. This is the book of Genesis chapter 18 and verse 10 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Shawab, Ashawab, Alyaka, Ka'ita, Kaya, Wahana, Bun, Lashara, Ashathka, Washara, Shama'ith, Pathak, Ha'ahol, Wahawa'a, Akaryawa. Verse 11. Wa Abraham, Washara, Zaquanium, Ba'ayam, Ba'yam, Kadol, Lahayawath, Lashara, Arak, Kanashim. Verse 12. Shalakia. What the Tazakak, Shara, Bakorabha, La'amar, Akarya, Balathia, Hayata, Laya, Idana, Wa Idana, it's like it, Wa Idanya, Zaquan. Verse 13. Wa Amar, Yahweh, Al Abraham, Lama, Za, Tazakakwa, Shara, La'amar, Ha'ap, Amana, Alada, Wa Anya, Zaquanathia. Verse 14. Hayapala, Ma Yahweh, Debar, Lama Wa'id, Ashawab, Alyaka, Ka'ita, Kaya, Walashara, Bun. Verse 15. Salaki. Wathaka Kash, Shara, La'amar, La'a, Tazakakwathia, Kaya, Yara'a, Waya Amar, La'a, Kaya, Tazakakwath. Verse 16. Salaki. Keep switching the thing. Waya Kwamwa, Mashum, Ha'anashim, Waya Shakwapwa, Al Panya, Sodom, Wa Abraham, Halak, Imam, La Shakam. It's like La Shalakum. Okay. That's the end of verse 16 in the Hebrew. We're going to jump back to verse 10 in the English. This is the book of Genesis chapter 18 and verse 10. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which is behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? Verse 13. And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a surety bear a child which am old? Verse 14. Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Verse 15. Then Sarah denied, saying, I laugh not, for she was afraid. And he said, nay, but thou didst laugh. Verse 16. And the men rose up from thence and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to bring them on the way. That's the end of verse 16.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Usually take us a little bit longer, but we got the scholar himself, man. Read through that Hebrew like English, man. You know what I'm saying? But there you have it. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit more of our history today, man. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael does not have that covenant. He was alive and well, a young teenager. You understand? Before Sarah even had Isaac, man. You know what I'm saying? And also you learn too that when you come into the truth and the Lord establishes that covenant with you, you get a new name, man. Everybody want to make it seem like, you know, we so crazy for having these different names when all these men in the Bible you read about, man, they got new names, man, when they came into the truth. It's not crazy. It's not far-fetched. It's just it's a part of that process of you becoming a new creature, man. You becoming someone else. You're being reborn again. And we can all acknowledge, you know, being reborn and, you know, changing your life and baptism. We can acknowledge certain things about it. Well, you gotta take all angles of it. You know what I'm saying? And changing your name is part of becoming a new creature, man. Because you leaving that old, because why? That old name has its own reputation, has its own people associated with it. You understand? It's got to be thrown away too, like everything else, man. You understand? So that new name, you starting out fresh, clean slate. Nobody knows who you are. Now you have a chance to what? To be who you supposed to be, man, and not who the world wanted you to be. You understand? You got the power to be who you supposed to be, man, who the Lord intended for us to be. And that's great on the face of this earth, man.
Okay. No, so I can call it. But yeah, is the battery dead? So we might you have to switch.
You know what I'm saying? But with that, just up here, Mariam.
So like, give me permission. Okay. Oh, I got.
Men visit girl thyself to propel us through the Torah.
Yeah. Just remind me which side that's the question. See.
All right, so Almighty means to stand. Wapanyak Wadum.
Wapan Yakwadum, turn to face the east. We're going to start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazai Ka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakham, Cow, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawwath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawwath Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabia'ah Nawa, Banasai 1, Abol, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahataparith, La Walamium, Amun.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Hawashai, Baba Kushah, Latanda Nawa, Hakak, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Hakwiyum, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama Allah, Lagarashun, Ba'ashim Hawashai, the water Amun.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Allahayim, Matazav Ya'ah, Alawap Yahanna, Ha'alawapium, Hasaranyum, Hakodazayanyum, Hakoyoyoyum, Wahakwathim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Hawashai, the water Amun.
In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isarya, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathun, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yumyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawa'aka, Maeta, Wa'idai Walam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dama Yalaka, Al-Ta Karash, Wa Al-Ta Shakwat, Al, Kayahana, Al-Yabyaka, Yahamaya 1, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Ya-Arayamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya-Ai-Tazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Omarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakirum, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa-Ai-Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagaryam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashath, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadyan, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banakol, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'arama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yabmawa, Ka'arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Mana'ai, Kalnasayakumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapunyarowaka, Ka'ash, Daba'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Kalahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayawan, Al Kaha Arataza.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, Azabah and Nazalmunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Saw, your turn.
Men of Israel, Imadium. Sorry, turn to face the teacher. Salakia. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Salakia. Men of Israel, Mami Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem El Shabrakatah, Yadi Matah, class dismissed.